Good morning. Today's video will be on parental pressure. This is a joint initiative of A.V. Baliga Memorial Hospital and One Good Step, a NGO which is working in the field of health and education. Basically, our aim is to educate the public on various mental health issues. In fact, the reason why we made this video on parental pressure is because of few clinical cases we are observing in our day-to-day life, where we find that many children become psychologically disturbed, especially in adolescence, and it is usually due to the pressures they face. What you should understand is adolescence is a peculiar period of growth. They are in a very peculiar situation. Na chote hain, na bade hain, bahut mushkil mein pade hain. That is the situation. They are facing different pressures. In fact, we psychiatrists and psychologists identify three different types of pressures. One is the pressure to perform. Another is the pressure to conform. And the third one is the pressure to reform. Pressure to perform is what is called as this pressure that is imparted by society, by parents, by teachers, schools, and of course self-inflicted. They compare themselves with others. They want to score better than their peers. They want to score better than their other siblings. And similarly, parents also compare them with other siblings, peers. They keep on pressurizing them. So this is that pressure to perform. Then there is this pressure to conform. They have rules. They have deadlines by which they have to submit their homeworks. They have rules of the college or the school. So they have to conform to those rules. Otherwise they will be penalized. They will be scolded. So this is that pressure to conform to rules. Then there is the third pressure to reform. Friends want them to reform. Friends say, you go against the authority. Why should you follow them? Come, we will go to mall, we will enjoy. Come, we will have a drink. Come, we will have a little bit of ganja. So this pressure to reform, disobey the authority. So these are the pressures which are working on our children. Let me be frank, what I have noticed is, when an adolescent is brought to me because of stress, many a times it is the school or the school authorities or parents, sometimes bullying friends. And of course the last one is their own personality, weaknesses, comparing themselves, unable to assertively tell others that they don't want to do. So these are the things which are working on these adolescents that makes them stressed. In fact, this parental pressure, societal pressure is something which can be avoided, isn't it? Just think of this. See, when we talk about suicides, we have noticed that year by year, adolescent suicides are increasing in our country. In fact, last year figures have reached something like 13,081, and in fact, a research is pointing to every day we are losing 28 adolescents. I mean, people between the age group of 15 to 25. So we are losing them. And one of the most important things which is coming to light is this parental pressure. Parents asking their children to obey them, sometimes to fulfill their dreams. Many a times comparing them with other siblings or other friends, asking them to be like them, telling them that if they get less marks, they are unfit in the society. Not all parents, but I am talking about adolescents who have come here seeking help for psychological distress. And one common factor in many of them, not all of them, again I repeat that, in many of them is this parental pressure. This is knowingly or unknowingly done. In fact, there are parents who are angry with me when I tell this. They feel that life is a competition. Please understand, life is not a competition. Every child has a right to live. Every child is unique. You don't need to compare one child with another child. You don't need to pressurize the child. In fact, what you should understand is, your pressurizing them can create some psychological distress in the form of what is called as examination anxiety. One of the most common causes of examination anxiety is the parental pressure. And of course, depression. Many of our adolescents get into depression because they feel that they are not able to rise to the expectation of their parents. Then of course, substance abuse. I am reminded of a boy who actually wanted to be a rap singer. He has all the talents to be a rap singer, but his father and mother discouraged him, and they told him that this being a rap singer is of no value in our country. So he was not allowed to go for it. He was still then a very good student. In fact, the parents pressurized him to stop this rap music, and because of that he became a rebel. And because of that, he took to smoking weed excessively. He wanted to teach the parents a lesson. So I can give you umpteen number of examples like this. I am reminded of another girl, a perfectionist child of perfectionist parents, who did not attend her exams because she felt her preparation was not adequate, and if she attends the exam and gets less marks, her parents will be angry with her, and because of that she didn't go for exams. And of course, this parental pressure can lead to reduced performance. Please understand this. You want them to perform well, but because of extreme anxiety, extreme pressures on them, these children do not perform well. So many of them become victims of this pressure. So as a psychiatrist, my advice to parents is, please understand the capacity of your children. Don't have dreams which are much beyond children's capacity. Don't inflict your intentions, your dreams on these children. You see what they like, send them to what they like. Don't force them to go for something which they do not want to go. And many a times you may not be able to provide them what they want. But whatever best you can provide them, try to do it. Don't push them to some course against their will. This is something which I have been seeing very frequently. Doctors forcing their children to be doctors. Engineers forcing their children to be engineers. Lawyers forcing their children to be lawyers. This is there very widely prevalent. We basically do not understand that the child should do what he or she likes. Then they thrive on that. In fact, I can tell you I am the best example for it. My mother did not want me to be a psychiatrist, but when I said I want to be a psychiatrist, she and my father relented, and I am ever grateful to them. So because at that time psychiatry was not a branch which was liked by many. They felt that it's not a high profile branch, but I had a lot of interest in that. This is something I follow when my clients come here. I tell the parents get angry with me. I tell them, please do not pressurize your child. Let it do what it wants to do. So my earnest request is, please understand that many a times this parental pressure can work against your child. It can reduce its academic performance. It can make it a rebel. It can make make the child go into depression or examination anxiety. So let us avoid this parental pressure. So basically, we are aiming to educate the public on issues bothering them. This Mind Your Mind series is a video from One Good Step and A.V. Baliga Memorial Hospital, but definitely this is not an alternative to psychiatric consultation. We will only be guiding you about the common issues. I request you to subscribe our channel, encourage us, and I also request you to give us more topics. In fact, we have lot of requests. So one such request was on parental pressure, another is on non-suicidal attempts. In fact, maybe in the next this one we will take it up, where non-serious suicidal attempts, how to deal with it, what is this phenomena. So basically we are aiming at an interactive audience. We want audience to be aware of common psychological issues that bother the society. I request you to be a part of our initiative, and I thank One Good Step for this initiative. Jai Hind.